Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which will be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. Shalom. Hey, shalom, beloved Akiyam and Akwath is just Bayan back again through the spirit and power and mercy of our beloved power, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And I just wanted to get into a brief lesson. You know, as you can see by the title, chains and fetters of iron. Okay, and this is exactly where these heathen, starting with the elite, all right, are going into, all right, in the eon to come, which is the eon of Jacob. Okay, they're going straight into chains and fetters of iron. Fetters are shackles that go around the ankles, man. Okay, just like how you see Jake. Okay, when Jake gets locked up, does an overnighter, doesn't get bailed out, and got to go before the court, before the judge. Okay, what do they look? What are they looking like as they wiggle on in to the bench, right? You see them cuffed in the front, and their ankles are cuffed, and they're wiggling on in there. Okay, that's how Esau's gonna be looking. That's how we're gonna have Esau in the starting with the elite. Okay, this is exactly where they're heading. And this perverted doctrine, you know, that's going around Israel as regarding these heathen nations being able to take part in our blessings and our promises and the services to the Lord. No, man, it tells you in Romans the 9th chapter that that's not the case. Will the heathen be in the kingdom of heaven? Yes, they will be there. They will be in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, and the scriptures tell us exactly what they're going to be doing. All right, we got detailed information on what the heathen are going to be doing in the kingdom. Okay, and as a matter of fact, let's go here. Oh, and another point I want to make: there's not going to be no joint rulership. Okay, there's not going to be no joint, there's not going to be a Jacob Edom rulership at any point in time. Okay, it's going to be a complete takeover. The tabernacle of David is going to be raised up in its perfection, okay? And these heathen are going to be 144% subdued. And there's nothing they're going to be able to do, okay? There's nothing they're going to be able to say, all right? Matter of fact, let me go here. Let me go to Daniel real quick. So lucky I ended up getting my phone fixed. As you Akiyam and Akwath are aware, you know, my screen was busted. You know, so I got it fixed, so it's updated now and it's a little different. It's updated, so it's like kind of throwing me out of whack right now. But okay, here we go. King James Bible. Let's go to Daniel chapter 2 real quick to make this point. All right, because this is a prophecy right here in Daniel 2:44. Right after the statue is expounded upon. Right? Which consists of the four beasts. Let's go here. The book of Daniel, chapter 2 and verse 44, and it reads, "And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven," okay, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, "set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever." Hence why scriptures tell us that, let me go get it. When Yahweh Shai comes, and upon him conquering, scripture says this in Revelations 19:12, it reads, "His eyes were as a flame of fire," right, Yahweh Shai, "and on his head were many crowns," man. And that's just symbolic for the takeover that's going to come in the process of Yahweh Shai coming with the host of heaven and completely leveling this beast system. Okay? And setting his people on high. starting with the elect. Okay? None of these heathen nations got next, man. China don't got next. Okay? Russia doesn't have next. Ham does not have next. Africa, they don't got next. Okay? The dot-headed Indian, they don't got next, man. Elam don't got next. Israel got next, man. Yahweh Shai, Bashim Yahweh Shai got next, man. Okay? With the elect joined unto him, Lord willing, we part of that precious number. Israel got next. Our so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And how do we know that? Prophecy. Where we stand in time and prophecy, okay, is how we know that we are at the end of the world, Esau's world. All right, Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, is in rulership. He's ruling. Okay, he is the end of the world. He's the end of a space of time when he is the last heathen ruler that's gonna rule, and then it's over. Okay, everything's gonna be set back in order. You see? Let's continue on. Let me read this from the top. Revelation 19 and 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, man. Again, symbolically meaning what? For the takeover, man. Yahweh Shai's coming to take over, man. He's coming to take what's rightfully his, man. And that's the world and everything in it and beyond. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself, man. Okay? He's coming in the authority of the Heavenly Father, the highest power conceivable, man. And you got men on the planet Earth. Oh, here it is. When you read 2nd Ezra 8, okay, the host of heaven, the host of angels stand with trembling before the Lord. Okay? But before Yahweh Shai, man. And here it is. You got niggas on Earth. Okay? With creased air forces. Okay? And receding hairlines. And I can say that, right? Talking about they're not going to bow to Yahweh Shai. Talking about they're not going to give credence to Yahweh Shai, man. Come on, man. You niggas are out of your minds. Straight up. Okay? Straight up and down. But I digress. Because this talking point is going towards these heathen, man. Okay, you heathen are going into chains and fetters of iron. Is where you're going. Be prepared. Get ready. Okay, get ready. Because you are going in captivity. You're going into captivity for 1,000 long, drawn out years. And I'm over here running some errands, right? I just got done working out and I had to make a stop. And the spirit hit me, man. I'm still at the location in the parking lot, man. I was gonna leave. The spirit hit me so heavy. And I was like, you know what, let me just get to the cribble and do it. And I'm just like, you know what? You know, I heard Elder Apostle Ariam love in my head. Strike while the iron's hot. You know, who knows, between now and 15 minutes, 17 minutes from now. And hey, so I'm like, let me go. Let me just go right now. Let's go. Okay? Literally, the spirit hit me, man. The spirit of the Lord hit me, man. And right now, the spirit of the Lord is flaring up on you Edomites, man. And on the rest of you heathen, man. Starting with you elite. You have to know your reality, man. As much as you think you're going to bring forth a diabolical system where you hold everybody more captive than you're already holding them, right? and be like a god on earth, being able to control life and death and people's goings and comings and how much they're having, how much they're eating. Now, I mean, come on, man. If you think you're gonna have, if you think that's gonna come to pass, you are definitely you've gone over the cuckoo's nest, man, as they say in the world. But we know Esau's crazy though. Okay, he's in denial. Okay, he's denial, which is the first sign of somebody that's fucking crazy, man. Okay, he's delusional. He believes in his own lies. You see? Look it. Matter of fact, that was the point. Where did we come out of? Daniel 2 and 44 is where we went, right? Let's go back to Daniel 2:44 because the spirit was on me to grab some and the spirit led me there real quick. I forgot what I was going to get. Let me read 2 and 44 one more time through the spirit. Right? And in the days of these kings shall the kingdom of heaven, Daniel 2 and 44. And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. Oh, I remember where I was going to go through the spirit. Back into Revelations, right? Revelations, the 20th chapter, real quick, right? 21, which shall never be destroyed, right? And the kingdom shall not be left to other people. All right, it's not going to be a joint kingdom. None of these heathen are going to be in a position of power. Okay? They're going to be, again, completely subdued. That first 1,000 years, they're going to be through. After that, they're gonna be placed. They're gonna be placed in their preferable location on the earth. All right, where they're gonna continue to pay tributary to Israel forever, and they're gonna love it because they're gonna be living in a paradise. They're gonna be drinking clean water. They're gonna be breathing clean air. They're gonna be eating real food. They're gonna sleep better, have sex better. Okay, they're not gonna be in a position where they're being poisoned, man. You know, they're gonna be in a position where they're being actually nourished up. You know, hey, when push comes to shove, man, when the kingdom of heaven is in its perfection, okay, and the heathen are placed in their own lands, as it tells us in Isaiah, right, and everything's as operating as in the Garden East of Eden, okay, these heathen, they're not even gonna want to die, man. They're not gonna want to die. That's how happy they're gonna be, okay, and how and how agreeable they're gonna be with that tributary they gotta pay homage to, man. You see that? Let me continue on. The kingdom should not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, man. Okay? These heathens are going to be consumed upon the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. Look it, and it shall stand forever, man. Right. The kingdom of heaven is going to stand forever. The only kingdom that's prophesied to rule for eternity, right, is the kingdom of Israel, the kingdom of heaven. Okay, and that's another thing. You people think that the kingdom of heaven is you're gonna be floating up in the fourth dimension forever, and everyone's living in you. Everything. You're floating around, and everyone's a spirit. No, the kingdom of heaven is gonna be on earth. As a matter of fact, let's prove that real quick before we jump to Revelations 21. We got to go to Revelations anyway. So let's go to Revelations 5 real quick. The book of Revelations, chapter 5. And I'm going to start at verse 9. And it reads, and they sung a new song, right? Saying, right? And that new song is an old song. Okay? The song of Moses. Okay? And like the beloved elder apostle Ariam Love, I had made the mistake for a while saying that Exodus 15 was that new song that Moses sung. No, it's actually Deuteronomy, the 32nd chapter. Okay? I have made that error. So maybe we can correct that now. You see? And as a matter of fact, to prove that, let's prove that real quick for edification. When you go to Deuteronomy 32, and I believe it's the 44th verse. It says this, right? When you go to Deuteronomy 32 and 44, it says this, after everything that was said by Moses, it says this, and Moses came and spake all the words of this song, okay, in the ears of the people, he and Hoshea, the son of Nun. You see? So this is it right here. This is it right here. Deuteronomy 32. This is that new song. That's an old song that we forgot and now we remember. Okay, which is ultimately us having victory over our enemies through our power. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, man. Come on now, let's go back. Revelations 5 and 9. Showing you that the kingdom of heaven is going to be on the planet Earth. Okay, with a rod of iron. Which that rod of iron goes into, when you look it up in the biblical, not the biblical, the blue letter Bible, right? It goes into the most rigorous rule. Okay, when you tap into that word, the rod of iron. Okay, because that first 1,000 years is gonna be rigorous, man. It's gonna be horrific for you heathen, man. So yeah, buckle up. You better strap up your bootstraps, man. Because it's gonna be a bumpy ride. It's coming. Look, hey, it's coming. Revelations 5 and 9. And they sung a new song, saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof. For thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to power by thy blood, right? Out of every kindred, tongue, people, and nation. Why? Because we've been scattered into every kindred, people, tongue, and nation. Pursuant to Deuteronomy 28 and 64. So no vocab alone. You don't got a victory, a W on that one. Okay, you still wrong. You're still sincerely in error. Okay, you're sincere, but you're sincerely wrong. And honestly, I don't even think you're sincere. I think you're a spy, an agent, one of the three, one of the alphabet boys is who I think you are. Anyways, here's the point. And has made us unto our power kings and priests. And where we going to reign at? And we shall reign on the earth, man. Okay, we are going to reign on the earth. On the earth is where you heathen, for that first that 1,000-year period, okay, that 1,000-year period, are going to be held captive, man, and put in predicaments that you can't even imagine. Because what has to be understood when you read Ezekiel 25 and 14, what does it say? And I'm all over. I'm going through the spirit, Akiyam and Akwab. And whatever brothers end up posting on the comment board, Lord willing, we'll grab that. Ezekiel 25, but I am going to make a point though. Ezekiel 25 and 14, it says this: and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom, right? Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. How? By the hand of my people, Israel. Oh, you are hating. You people, you guys are speaking hate. Okay? You weaponize the Bible and you're speaking hate. No, man, it's written how the Lord's going to get down on you heathen, starting with Edom. Okay? Starting with Edom, man. All we're doing is reading what the Bible says, man. We're not fabricating anything, man. This is not our translation of what the Bible's talking about. No, this is what the Bible's saying. Here we go. Let's read it again. The Lord said this: and I will lay my vengeance, Ezekiel 25 and 14, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom, which is the self-proclaimed white man, by the hand of my people Israel. See? You Edomites, starting with the elite, and the rest of you heathen as well, are going to fall victim, okay, to the recompense that's written, okay? And you're going to fall into the hands of Yasha Allah, starting with the elect, starting with Yahweh Shai. He's going to get that first, he's going to take that first proverbial swing on your ass, man. Okay? And then the rest of his little brothers are going to be able to eat. This is reality. Whether you like it or not. Hey, man, you so mad at the truth that you're going to come seek brothers' lifestyle. That's cool. It's still going to happen. You're still going to be through. You're still going into chains and fetters of iron. It's still going to happen. It's still going to transpire. Okay? Just like how we were moving reckless, right? Scriptures tell us in Deuteronomy 32, Jeshurun waxed fat and kicked. We were flossing, glossing. We were, man, okay? And what happened? Our foot slipped. Our foot ended up slipping in due time, as it tells you in that same chapter. The words of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, his words of old, flared up against us, man, later. And them curses rested upon us. We found ourselves head first into captivity and through. How much more you? You're not going to get away. Okay? You're not going to get away. Prophecy tells us you're not going to get away, man. Okay? Let's read this again and continue through. Ezekiel 25 and 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger, right? And according to my fury, right? And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord, power Yahweh. It's capital God. We got to wrap our minds around this precept. Okay, it's telling us that the Lord is going to put vengeance upon Edom according to his anger and according to his fury. We are going to be immortal. Okay, immortals are going to be ruling on earth. Okay, what type of judgment does that look like? Okay, think about what Esau did. Okay, from breaking all the teeth in Jake's mouth to force him to eat. Okay, to sprawling them out with the horses, to butt breaking them, to burning us at the stake, hanging us, eating us. How does an immortal judgment look like? This is why y'all heathen should be scared. Esau preferably, and he is. This is why you see them on TikTok with bloodshot eyes, crying, you know, talking about they need us to do something. We ain't doing shit. We ain't got nothing to say to you, man. Okay? We ain't got nothing to say to you but what the judgments tell us are going to come upon you, man. Matter of fact, we got a lot to say to you, but it's not what you want to hear. Okay? So think about that, man. How that judgment's going to look. That's going to be a divine judgment is going to come upon Edom and the rest of these heathen, especially Edom, though, because the scriptures tell us, right, that Revelations 18, this bitch is going to drink 2 cups, Babylon, man, and these Edomites, man. They're going to drink 2 cups. Esau's married to Babylon, okay? They're going to drink 2 cups of the Lord's, oh, man, oh, think about this, man. Esau is doomed. This is why he's a cursed people. Isaiah, what's that, 34, right? And you got Proverbs 3 and 33, the curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked. And we see why now, man. See, Esau's not ready for what he's about to come up against, man. He thinks he is, but he's not. He's not ready. Do I want more here? Yeah, let me, now that's the point right there, man. That's the point, okay? This is what us ruling on the earth, exacting judgment on the heathen. You got to think about how this is divine right here, man. It's going to be according to the Lord's anger, he said. You see? It's going to be according to his anger, man. We got to think about this, man. Hey, look it. Let me go here. Let's continue on with the mission, man. Hey, Jeremiah 30. You heathen are going nowhere fast. Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they... No matter of fact, let me start at 15. Why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable. For the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee. And this is the Lord talking to Jake. He's talking to us. He's saying, thy sorrow is incurable. So no matter how much we were crying to the Lord, swing low, sweet chariot, none of it mattered. Why? Because judgment had to be executed, man, upon us for what we had done. We had to go into cattle slavery, man. We had to get our whole our heritage stripped from us, man. Okay? We had to fall victim, all right, to the atrocities of Esau, man. Why? Because it was the Lord exacting judgment on us, man. Okay? Our sorrow, it was incurable, man. How much more you heathen? You are doomed. Esau, you are doomed. I should have titled it that. You are doomed, man. Okay? Let me continue on. Therefore, see, but there's a recompense for how y'all did us. And don't ask us. That's not fair. He used him to do all that evil stuff to you. Now he's gonna come after him. Hey, take it up with the Lord. Our thoughts are not his thoughts. His ways are not our ways, man. Okay? And that's it. You have no say-so. We have no say-so, man. All right? He's the potter. We're the clay. This is his movie, man. We do what he say. Okay? There's no going against the director. Right? No. Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, man. And you heathen have devoured us, man. Okay? And all thine adversaries, Psalms 83. Okay? Every one of them shall go into captivity. This is plain. All right? And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. Right? It's your turn to get robbed up now. Right? And all they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. See, the Lord's going to give you for a prey. It's the Lord doing this, man. The Lord said, I will give for a prey. So what are you going to do? What are you going to say? Where are you going to go? Where are you going to hide? Nowhere for you to go. There's nothing you can do to stop what's about to come upon you, man. Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, man. Okay? You global elites on down to the regular Joe six-pack. Okay? You have hell to pay. Okay? And we're here to tell you that, man. Okay? We are here to tell you that through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Somebody got to tell you. Somebody got to risk their life and tell you, man. And we're here to do that. You see? We're here to do Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. To be that sacrifice, man. To usher for prophecy, man. Okay? Matter of fact, let me get a quick precept in Job. Because this is prophecy what's happening right now, man. You being told in your face where you going. Okay? The book of Job, chapter 21. And verse 29. Verse 31 is the point. Have ye not asked them not go by the way, which are the prophets, man? Right? And do ye not know their tokens, man? And the minute of the Lord being on the scene is a sign of the end time. It's the sign of a kingdom that's going to fall. Okay? When the prophets hit the scene, it's end game. It's end game, man. Okay? Look, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction, man. The wicked being Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. Right? He is the wicked, and everyone joined unto him, right? They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath, man, the day of doom. Okay? Look, And here's the point. Prior to that, though, it's going to look like this. Who shall declare his way to his face, man? And there's a question mark there. And the answer to that question is the servants, the prophets, the mouthpiece of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, pursuant to the book of Amos, the 3rd chapter, Hebrews, the 1st chapter, and Hosea 12 and 10, if I'm not mistaken. Okay? The ministry of the prophets, man. Okay? Are going to tell you to your face exactly what you've done and what's going to happen to you because of what you did. And ultimately, what's going to come after that, and who shall repay him what he has done? Okay? Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is going to repay you, man. He's going to vindicate his people, man, for what you've done, man. Again, you have hell to pay. It starts with you. It starts with Esau. Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. Now, real quick, when you go to the book of Revelations, chapter 20, in verse 4, it reads this: "And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, man, and for the word of power, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image," right? "Neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands," man. So this is the elect, okay, starting with the 144, okay? They're not going to worship the beast, this beast system, this revival of the Western Roman Empire, man. Okay? They're not going to worship his image, all right, which is everything you see around you, man. Including his philosophy, his whole situation you see before you. The elect are going to be able to detach from it. Okay? Look. Hey, the scriptures say use the word, but don't abuse it. The elect are going to be in that spirit. Okay? Look. "Neither his image, neither have received his mark upon their foreheads or their hands," right? And it's the spirit, it says hands, plural. Right here. I just caught that. Because I know in Revelations 14, it doesn't mention either hand. But in Revelations 13, it mentions the right hand. You see? But this is a new one where I just caught that right here. On this one, it's hands, plural. So as you can see, they're going to be getting them in either hand. Because you know Jake being that Yaikwab spirit. Oh, the scriptures say, the right hand. Yo, I'm fucking starving. I'm starving. Yo, let's do the left hand. Jake think he's slick, but the Lord got all bases covered. He didn't leave no stones unturned, man. Niggas. Okay? Now, real quick, let me continue on. "And they lived and reigned with Mashiach 1,000 years, man. 1,000 years is going into what? That 1,000-year captivity that you heathen are going to have to serve. And it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. Oh, you better believe it. Trust me when I tell you, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, it's going to hurt. Okay, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is going to make sure it hurts, man. You're going to bear your shame, man. You're going to feel that, man. You're going to feel every bit of the pressure that Israel puts on your neck, man. Guaranteed. Now, real quick, it ain't going to be no joint heirs, no joint kingdoms, man. Okay? There ain't going to be no heathen on the throne, man. There ain't going to be no heathen crowned out, man. Immortal. Are you crazy, man? That second covenant belongs to Israel. It tells us this, man. Hebrews 8, and it tells us in Jeremiah, this is it, man. Only Israel is mentioned and named. Okay? The heathen nations are going to be subdued. Where are these niggas coming up with this doctrine? I can't tell you. If I could, I would. Real quick, Revelations 21. I want to make a point. When you go to Revelations 21, right? I think this is what I want. This is what I want. Revelations 21 and 1. It says this: "And I saw a new heaven." All right, John the Revelator. All right, he saw a new heaven and a new earth. Okay? A new heaven is talking to a new rulership. Okay? Which is automatically going to bring forth a new earth based off who's ruling. As we can see, the earth is being ruled by the wicked. This is why the energy on the earth is wicked. All right? They're full of deception, lies, deceit, lewdness, profanity, homosexuality, okay? And complete disorder anti-Messiah activity, okay? Right? But no, John the Revelator seen a new heaven and a new earth, man. Okay? A new heaven and a new earth. Yasha Allah, look. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away. Esau is the end of the world, man. And Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. This is what this is talking to, man. But check this out. This is what I want to grab. And there was no more sea. Now, does this mean no more sea as in the Atlantic, the Pacific, and you know, the Mediterranean? You know what I mean? The Lord knocks off the oceans? Nah. No. This is a dark saying. This is allegorical. This is a proverb right here. This is talking to the nations not ruling again. Is what that's talking about. Because the people are likened unto the sea. When you go to Revelation, let's precept this real quick. Revelation 17 and 15. Khan. And it reads this. And matter of fact, I got to start up and read down. I'm going to start at verse 1. I'm going to jump down. Right, Revelation 17 and 1. And there came one of the seven angels which had the seven vials and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither. I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters, man. All right, and that great whore is right here, Mystery Babylon the Great, the hammer of the earth. Okay, she's the one delegating, she's the one calling the shots, she's the one getting the last word, and she's the one riding upon the beast, man, which consists of the NATO and the EU. Okay, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization and the European Union, man, this is the beast system that the scriptures is talking to, man. Okay, this is the beast system that the scriptures are talking to. Look, and it said what? She sitteth upon many waters. Now when we jump down to verse 15, this will make sense. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the whore sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues. So when we go back to Revelations 21 and 1, and I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. It's talking that there was no more heathen nations in the position of leading in your charge. Okay, these niggas were sat down. These heathen nations are going to be sat down. Assed out with that ass out. Now, if it was through, they're going to be through. You know what I mean? They're going to be through. They're going to be through. All right, is what I'm saying. They're going to be through. All right, because all that butt breaking and that perverse behavior that Esau was pulling, none of that's going to be happening in our kingdom. You see? Now, we ain't going to do you in like that. Okay, there's going to be other divine forms of judgment you get cashed out in. You see? But anyways, so there's going to be no more sea. All right? And then what else did John the Revelator see? And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from power out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband, man. He seen the 144 coming off them ships. Okay, coming to exact judgment on you heathen. All right? And what's going to come out of this? Let's go to Psalms. Real quick, the book of Psalms, chapter 149. And what I'm going to do through the Spirit, I'm going to just read the whole chapter. All right? Because it's worth it. It's only 9 verses. Right? Psalms chapter 149 and verse 1. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh. Sing unto the Lord a new song. Again, that Deuteronomy 32. That new song. It's an old song. Right? It's a new song, but it's an old song. We forgot the song. Now we remember the song. And now we're singing the song. And we're not wrong. All right? And I meant to make that rhyme. And we're not wrong. All right? All you other cats out there talking about the heathen can be take part of the glory, you know, can take part of the salvation in the form of the second covenant. All right? They're going to end up on a ship. You out of your mind, man. Completely sick, polluted, and diluted and losing. And every time you try to come up against this truth, you're going to lose. Every single time. Every single time. All right? Continuing on, praise ye the Lord Yahweh, sing unto the Lord Yahweh a new song, and his praise in the congregation of the saints. And we know who the saints are, all right? Well, not everybody, all right? Not everybody does. We do. You beloved, hopeful elect. You beloved Akim and Akwaf. You know who the saints are. It will be none other than the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The 12 tribes of Israel, man. All right? Psalms 50 tells us. Is it Psalms 50? Yeah, Khan. Psalm. Let me go get it real quick. Yeah, Psalms 50 and 5. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice, man. Okay, the saints being the Israelites. That sacrifice was made back in Exodus 24. Okay, when Moses and Aaron sprinkled the blood of the ox upon the congregation of Israel, man. Okay, nobody else was there. And again, I raised the question, where is this doctrine coming from? Where is this doctrine coming from that these heathen can be part of the glory of the Lord, man, in the form of sovereignty and rulership in the kingdom to come? No, they've had their turn. Okay, they've had their turn, man. They're through. All right, it's our turn. Going back, Psalms 149 and verse 2. Let Israel rejoice in him that made him. See, let Israel rejoice in him that made him. Let the children of Zion, which is to Zayuan in the Hebrew, which means monument or memorial, also means it goes into a parched place as well. Okay, which look at our land is dried out. All right, and like we were, and we're being watered with His word. And upon salvation, when we end up back in our land, because the Lord is gonna bring us there, like prophecy tells us. Okay, the land's gonna become watered, man. Why? Because the true people are gonna be residing on the land that was ordained to them. The mother that born us, our land is going to be replenished, man. It's gonna start sprouting again. All right, greenery's gonna be all out there, man. It's not gonna be a desert land, wasteland looking, dusty, like Amalek. No, it's gonna be flourishing, man. It's gonna look amazing, man. Okay, hey, man, that we can't even imagine it, but man, only with an imagination we can. Look, and let them praise His name and the dance. Let them sing praises unto Him with the trembling heart, right? Which is going into bringing out this word, this truth, right? For the Lord Yahweh taketh pleasure, Salakia, for the Lord Yahweh taketh pleasure in His people. Possessive pronoun. He will beautify the meek with salvation, man. Why is it so hard for these people to believe that the Lord has a chosen people? Why is it so hard to believe that God doesn't love everybody? When you got a simple precept like this, and it's not simple in that sense, I'm just saying it's plain, okay, that tells us how the Lord's getting down. You know? It's just like, God damn. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Here we go, the saints. Let them sing aloud upon their beds. Salakia. Let the high praises of power be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand. And that's literal. How do we know? Let's continue reading. To execute vengeance upon the heathen, man. Come on, y'all. Right? And punishment upon the people that rod the iron. And what else? To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, man. Your kings and your nobles is talking to the elite. Okay? And this word has entered into the gates of the nobles. All right? And their hands are waxing feeble because they've heard this report. Okay? Kwam Yasha Allah. Okay? Rise up, Israel, man. Kwam Yasha Allah. Hey, let's go. We're about to win. It's going to be a bittersweet victory, right? But hey, we're going to win at the end of this thing, man. You see? Look it. To execute upon them the judgment written. See? This honor have all His saints, man. Not no one else. This honor have all His saints. Praise ye the Lord, man. Let me hit the comment board real quick. I'm going to have to dip. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And shalom to you, beloved Akiyam and Akwath on the comment board. And Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham. to you beloved Akiyam and Akwaf. Shalom, shalom. On my beloved brother Araya, Salakia. I'm excited. Araya, shalom, shalom, shalom. That's my brother in arms right there. Let me see what you brothers got. The Isaiah 60, Iron Eagle, son of Reuben. We're gonna have to get that. Let me see what else is here. I'm gonna have to get all these precepts on the comment board. And then I gotta dip. I'll wrap up at Baruch 4. I'll get all you brothers' precepts. Right? There's not many up there. That's all through the Spirit. The book of Isaiah, chapter 60 and verse 10, from the brother Iron Eagle, son of Reuben, a Shalawamak. Isaiah 60 and 10, it reads, and the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls. Right? The strangers being you heathen. Okay? You're gonna build up our walls. You're gonna build up the kingdom. You're gonna be mixing that gold and laying it out. And that's why these Edomites, you see all these construction workers, these highway workers, man, they be a lot of them be Edomites, man. Because they're training for what's gonna happen in the kingdom when they gotta lay down them gold roads. Right? Look, and their kings shall minister unto thee, man. Their kings shall minister unto thee. They're gonna serve. To minister means to serve. Right? For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Right? Talking to us Israelites, right? The Lord's gonna have mercy on us. Verse 11, therefore thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night, and men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and their kings may be brought, man. You see, your resources, we're taking it all over, man. Isaiah 60 and 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish, man. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Plain. Straight up and down, man. We're gonna, if you don't want to hearken, if you don't want to be obedient to the orders, man, if you don't want to come up and praise our Lord on holy days, guess what? You're gonna get a drought your way. We're gonna dry you out. We'll be able to dry you out and stop the rain, man. All right, we stop if the rain stops, the food stops. Okay, then you stop. All right, look, and that's just one judgment we can bring to you. We can come see you and make you disappear too. Psalms 137 and 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom and the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof. Right. And this is really talking to the time of when the Babylonians sacked the temple and descended upon the southern kingdom via a campaign. I believe it was the third campaign under Nebuchadnezzar. And you had Esau helping them out. Okay? You had this dirty, clean leper, perverted, brute beast helping them. But the Lord remembered that though. Look at Psalms 137 and 8. O daughter of Babylon, and see how Edom is. I said it earlier in the lesson. I mentioned how Edom is joined unto Babylon. And this is why I said that. This precept will be how I would have proved it. Beautiful. Look at, O daughter of Babylon. Here we go. The daughter of Babylon is being brought up right after Esau is highlighted. Right? O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. And this is the spirit. We brought this out yesterday at camp. The brother Araya brought this out. I believe during I believe it came out when we were having the back and forth with old boy, if I'm not mistaken, my lot. But yeah, the brother brought this out, man. And again, Esau did this to us, man. First and foremost, the northern kingdom. You see, he would literally rip the baby off the breast of the mother, stomp him out, or throw him off the, you know what I mean? Throw him off the edge of the cliff, smash his head on the stone, whatever the case may be. And we know what he did with the northern kingdom, southern kingdom. He did that to the northern kingdom. We know what he did to the southern kingdom, babies. That's well documented history of him using them as alligator bait. You see, all these things that Esau has done, it's about to come back to get him. You see, it's going to come back to haunt him. He's not going to get away. Or them same individuals that were doing that to those babies, they're going to come back as babies, and it's going to happen to them. Well, yeah. Yep. Look, hey, you ain't got to believe me. It's all good. Let me see here. I lost my spot. Oh, here we go. Continuing on. Oh, and that was from the beloved brother, do of thy youth. Salaki, I didn't call that out. Shalom, Aki, Abashmi, Ashabarakata. This is another one from the brother, do of thy youth. Right, Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz, man. And that's a buzzword for the U.S. All right. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked, man. Right. The cup of the Lord's indignation is going to be passed unto you. And this is going to evolve around you being thrown headfirst into captivity that you cannot escape. And again, you're getting two cups pursuing the Revelations 18. Lamentations 4:22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Right? Us Israelites. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. But what will he do? He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. Deuteronomy 30, what's that? 30 and 7. All right, all these curses. Let me go get that real quick. Oh yeah, let me go get. We can quote it, but let's go get it because court's in session. We might as well just get it. I got a moment to do it. Let's go. Deuteronomy 30 and 7, real quick. And the Lord Yahweh, thy power, see, Israel's power, will put all these curses, Deuteronomy 28, right, upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. That's righteous recompense. This is what you heathen have to look forward to, right? As you fool gaze upon us, right? You thumb your nose up at us because you know of our shameful history. You know, guess what? You're gonna have to bear the same. Okay, you're gonna have to bear the same, man. And we're gonna have you by your neck in the kingdom, man. Let's go back. Let's go back to the comment board. Continuing on. Another one from Iron Eagle, son of Reuben. There's Baruch 4:24. And this is the perfect one to end up on. Baruch 4:24, Khan. And 25. That's the spirit, because it mentions we're going to tread upon their neck. And I just meant, that's the spirit, Hey, Baruch 4:24. Like as now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they shortly, it's kind of got cut off, see your salvation from our power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting. Baruch 4:25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. We're going to get payback, Akiyam and Akwath. We're going to get payback. And our payback is going to come through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And there's nothing these heathen can do. There's nothing Esau can say. All he can do is delete us. And ultimately, at that point, he ain't got no power over us. Because like Yahweh Shai said, fear not him that can kill the body, but fear him that can kill the body and soul, if I'm roughly paraphrasing, in hell, man. Okay, fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Because all Esau is going to do, all right, like the beloved words from, like the words from the beloved brother, Yashamath, right? All Esau can do at this point is make us immortal. Because that's ultimately all he's going to do as he pursues to delete the brothers and sisters, man, that are standing on faith. All he's going to do is make you immortal. Because after this, it's over. We going home. Okay? It's over after this, man. We win. We win. There's nothing he can do to change the course of prophecy, man. It's over. Hey, Shalom, beloved brother. Hey, GMS in his likeness. Shalom, beloved brother. Shalom, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Barakatah, Damawathia, my beloved brother. Shalom, beloved. And the beloved brother is on the mouth. There's my brother, my big bro, my Cali boy. You know what I mean? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Barakatah, brother. Hey, my man got a heavy spirit on him. One man camp, beasting. Beautiful, brother. And hey, and the brother, that was beautiful, old boy, cut his hair. He pulled up on you, what, the following week, if I'm not mistaken, The following week? And he had his hair cut, man. And this is showing you, right, through the Spirit, before I close out, what we're doing through the Spirit and power Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Akiyam, it's not in vain. It's not in vain. Isaiah 55. Okay? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is doing something. This is not for nothing. You brothers are not possessed with the Holy Spirit to fear the Lord and to serve the Lord and to sacrifice everything for the Lord because it means nothing. We are about to win Akiyam and Akwaf. Stand on that and die on that if you have to, man. Because it's the truth. The Lord exposed us to the reality of death, that there's no such thing. We're all ancient spirits, man. This is why we all experience deja vu. We ain't going, like, listen, man, we about to win. Death can't separate us from what's about to happen. What's that? Is that Romans? Is that Romans 8, I think? Not even death can separate us, man. From our promise, man. From our seat, from our position, man. From our lot, from our destiny. You see? So, man, just keep fighting through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, you beloved Akiyam will edify. And Lord willing, you were spiritually fed through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Abaratazah, ate the water for dropping in, you beloved brothers. My brother Araya, a Shalom, beloved Akiyam, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, Brakatah. Lord willing, I'll talk to you tomorrow, my brother. But needless to say, hey, Lord willing, you brothers will edify, man. You Akiyam and Akwaf. Hey, with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Chodash. Hey, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth through the Holy Spirit.